Hey guys, BrickQueen here with a top 10 LEGO Ninjago Villains countdown. Had several people ask for Ninjago, so here it is. Number 10 is Cyrus Borg. I thought this was a really cool character in the show and as an actual minifigure. I really like the way the whole headpiece was designed, and of course he does remind me a little bit of Cyborg from Teen Titans. Coming in at number 9 on our villains countdown is Samukai. This was the skeleton guy that the ninjas fought pretty early on. I'm thinking season 2, if I'm remembering right. If I'm not, let me know in the comments. But anyway, I really liked this figure just because it's so unique. I mean, how often do you get a skeleton minifigure that is shaped like this? And now for number 8, I chose Evil Woo. I thought it was a good idea behind him, changing the good sensei to an evil one for a little while. I don't even think it lasted a full season, but it was a good idea, and it turned out to be a really cool minifigure. And coming in at number 7 is General Kozu, who I chose purely based on how he looks, because he just looks so evil. It just really fits the profile of a villain really well, with the forearms and all the red and the printing. Just looks evil. And continuing our Ninjago Villains countdown, at number 6 is the Evil Green Ninja. This is actually, it's kind of the Green Ninja. It's his body, but it's being possessed by Morrow. So it just looks cool to see like an evil version of the Green Ninja, but it's not really the Green Ninja. We have reached the halfway point in our countdown. So before we go any further, tell me in the comments who you think is going to be the number 1 Ninjago villain. And while you're answering that in the comments, let's go ahead and continue with number 5, Master Chen. I thought this was a great villain for the ninjas to have, mostly because he just looks so evil. The whole headpiece resembles a snake. It looks like it with the bones. Also, the whole purple part going around it kind of looks like the body of a snake. It just looks very evil villainish. And coming in at number 4, I chose the Overlord. I thought it was a really cool character, and he is extremely powerful. And the printing on him, it's so unique. It just, I don't know, you can't make a figure look much more evil than that with that printing. Alright, we've made it to the top 3, and number 3 is Pythor. You know, I really liked all the snake villains, but you have to say Pythor was the meanest one out of all of them, so that's why I chose him as my number 3 villain. And now for my number 2 LEGO Ninjago villain, I chose Dogshank. I kind of just had to do it because this is the only Ninjago Big Fig, and the fact that it was the first female Big Fig I thought was awesome. And I like the overall look of it. It just looks really, really, really evil. And before we go to our number 1 pick, there's one minifigure that I felt needed to be mentioned, even though he didn't quite make my top 10, and that is Lord Garmadon. He was a good villain for the ninjas to fight, but he didn't quite make my top 10, but I definitely didn't want to leave out Lord Garmadon, of all people. And now, it's finally time to find out who I chose as my number 1 LEGO Ninjago villain. And before we get to that, I do want everybody to comment below and tell me who your favorite Ninjago villains are, or let me know if there's any other top 10 list you want to see me do. And now, let's actually look at my number 1 figure is Nadakhan. I think this is a really, really spectacular villain for the ninjas, because he is a djinn, which is kind of like a genie in their world, and just the overall look of the figure looks very evil genie-like. Kind of reminds me of, you know, evil genie Jafar from Aladdin. But anyway, of course he is super, super powerful and just looks awesome. So that is who I chose as my number 1 Ninjago villain. But let me know who yours would be in the comments below, and I will see you guys later.